You all may be seated. Miss Anderson,
Yes, Your Honor.
you filed this case before the court.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's going on?
I am a full-time mom, and I also work as well full-time as a hairstylist. And I had one child with this man right here, and he is intentionally not trying to work to avoid paying me child support, and he's not helping with our child.
He's not helping doing anything?
Nothing, ma'am.
He's not giving you any money?
No, ma'am.
Is he paying for lunches?
No, ma'am.
Nothing.
I can barely get him to call and talk to his son.
Is there anything else you want me to know before I move to him?
No, ma'am.
Sir?
Yes, Judge.
Is there a reason you're not supporting your child?
Well, from what the attitude that she has today, I'm lost. First off, I do everything that I can for the kid.
Okay, when you say you do everything, she's saying you do not do anything. So what is everything that you're doing?
Well, when she asked me to pick him up, I pick him up.
Okay,
try to keep a job.
Let me ask the better question. What are you doing financially to provide for this child?
All right, guys, buckle up, because this case exposes one of the most common excuses courts hear and one of the least tolerated. A full-time mother walks in saying the father of her child is intentionally avoiding work just to dodge child support. What unfolds isn't just a money dispute, it's a direct clash between responsibility and excuses. As the judge starts asking simple questions, the gaps in accountability become impossible to ignore. By the time numbers hit the table, the real issue is clear. When it comes to a child, dreams don't cancel duty.
2 months? Okay. Is that about accurate? He was working about 2 months?
I believe so.
Okay. So you don't work are you currently seeking employment? Like what are you doing?
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to start my rap career, so I really want to. Right now, I'm selling CDs at my truck.
Here we
I'm
go
gonna be
with
honest
this
with you.
again. You're selling CDs.
And Your
Yeah.
Honor, he
I have some
does.
What?
He does make money under the table. That's his goal.
Selling CDs?
Again, I know he's bringing in something, but I don't know how much. But again, I'm telling you, it's tension.
This is where the case takes its first serious turn. The judge isn't interested in whether he's capable of working. She wants to know what he's actually contributing. When the answer comes back as nothing, that silence becomes evidence. Quitting a job right after child support deductions isn't viewed as bad luck in family court. It's viewed as intentional avoidance. Judges see this pattern constantly, and once that red flag is raised, every explanation that follows is examined with skepticism.
On a good day, I'm getting at least $3.
$3
a pop, you know.
per CD?
Yeah.
Ma'am, how much does it cost for you to pay for? How much is it monthly for your groceries to pay for lunch for these kids?
Monthly, I'm looking about maybe $500. I packed lunch.
What?
$500? Mm-hmm. And you're making $3 per
You don't
CD.
even live in a house.
How many CDs are you selling a day, sir?
Probably like 20.
This moment visibly changes the temperature in the courtroom. Instead of presenting a concrete plan to support his child, the father leans on an unproven dream with no financial stability behind it. Family court doesn't punish ambition, but it absolutely rejects fantasy when a child's welfare is involved. Selling CDs for a few dollars a day isn't considered meaningful income under the law. At this point, the judge is weighing reality against excuses, and reality is clearly pulling it.
Child, right? If you divide $500, right? That's
Right.
how much your groceries are, correct? You divide that by 30 days, which are typically what's in a month. That's $16.67 a day. How do you expect your child to live off of that?
Hey, he come over. We go to McDonald's. I spend $6. I got 10 left.
Sir,
I have to drive to him and drop my child off and be like, you need to spend time with your father and you need to take care of your child.
so you're not spending time, you're not financially supporting them, so you're just leaving everything up to mom, right?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
She
What was the last-
always say it's my child.
Excuse me, sir. It is your child, just like it's her child.
No, I'm saying when
Exactly.
she say every time we having an argument or a conversation is, well, it's my child, it's my this. But when it's time to take care of the kid, you know.
So you think that by her saying this is my child, that means she is solely responsible for paying for the child too? Is that what you're telling me here today?
If I ain't got no money,
That is your best case here today.
I'm just telling you, Judge. I tried with this lady. You know, I have 7 other children, and she
Seven
I
other
can't-
children.
I don't
How
know.
are you affording to have 7 children, are you financially supporting them as well?
Nah, they mamas, they fool with me. So
What does that mean? They
I mean,
fool
you
with
know,
you.
like we still cool. We cordial. That's what it is, cordial.
So with you guys being cordial, you think that
Here's where emotion disappears and logic takes over. The judge breaks the situation down into simple math: groceries, daily costs, and income. No legal jargon, no drama, just numbers that don't lie. When the math shows a child can't survive on what's being offered, the argument collapses on its own. Courts rely on math because it cuts through excuses instantly. Once the financial reality is exposed this clearly, there's nowhere left to hide behind explanations or intentions.
you from being able to financially take care of these kids?
They ain't tripping. She the only one tripping.
Okay. Sir,
Why I gotta pay her anything? Though?
you came here to waste my time, obviously. We are not about to play these games. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You are going to pay this woman child support to support your child. The court has the obligation to make sure that we give you credit for any other children that you may have, but you are going to start giving her something to financially support these children. Now, what I can do, because you, based on the paperwork you gave me, you did not work at the post office long enough for me to be able to just see what you're making on a consistent basis. So I will set your child support at minimum wage. Okay?
Okay, what's minimum wage?
You know the minimum wage in Texas, right?
Nah, I just moved here.
Okay, well, based on minimum wage, the rate is $7.25.
What am I supposed to do with that?
$7.25. It's better than $3. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but by the time the
$3
taxes
for a CD.
and she.
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
as I was saying, that brings your gross to about $1,256. Your net, I have it at about $1,121.54. Your child support obligation a month is $203. Okay.
Month?
I take that back. You said you have other children, correct?
Can you split that up in like 6 months? I gotta pay that monthly?
You will pay that monthly, and it will come out based on how you were paid. Were you paid twice?
This is the moment accountability fully lands. Having multiple children doesn't reduce responsibility, it increases it. The judge makes it clear that being cordial or getting along doesn't replace financial support. Intent matters here, and the court sees a pattern of intentional avoidance. When a judge openly states you're wasting the court's time, patience is gone. From this point forward, the case shifts from discussion to enforcement, and the outcome becomes unavoidable.
Twice a week or bi-weekly, how were you paid at your previous job?
You saying the CDs or the post office?
The post
Oh,
office.
yeah, the post
Please do not mention that
2
again,
weeks.
talking about some CDs for $3, and I just broke down. It costs
Wow.
$6 a day to feed your kid.
Yes,
I do
ma'am.
not want to hear anything else about $3.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you're not actively looking for a job, so you need to actively look for a job as well. Giving you credit for the other children that you have, your child support obligation comes out to $145 per month, and that is to be paid each month. Understood? There is
Yeah.
not a reason, sir, that I'm going to allow you to walk out of this courtroom and not give this woman anything who is spending $500 a month in groceries to take care of your child. Is there anything else I need to know here today?
Yes, ma'am. I also just found out that our child does not have insurance
Okay.
because of him. So I don't know what I need to do now. Do I need to go ahead and get insurance for our child, and do I need to pay for that as well?
Yes, that's something you can go ahead and do on your own.
The judge ends this case with structure instead of sympathy. Child support is calculated at minimum wage, health insurance reimbursement is ordered, and excuses are officially removed from the equation. The ruling prioritizes the child first, exactly what family court exists to do. Dreams don't disappear, but responsibility comes before ambition. If this case shocked you like it did us, drop your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments where accountability finally takes center stage.
Judge, this is a case of the Brooks.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Brooks, it looks like you filed this case. Tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, I'm here today because I really feel like my counterpart here, my co-parent, she is intentionally working just to not even pay or help out in child support. I am a full-time father. I'm also a full-time employee, and I don't get as much money on a week-to-week basis. And I'm really looking for just a little help or support in what we created together. And it seems like she's kind of trying to run out on her responsibility in this with me, and I don't think that's fair.
What do you mean she's trying to run?
All right, guys, buckle up, because this case goes from routine child support to jaw-dropping chaos fast. You've got a full-time father asking for basic help, and a co-parent who claims she can't work, yet admits she was earning serious money not long ago. The tension here isn't just financial, it's personal, messy, and full of contradictions. This judge isn't here for relationship drama or emotional excuses. She's here to answer one question only: who is actually supporting the child? And what comes next exposes far more than either side expected.
Are you speaking about?
Well, I'm speaking of expenses, maybe like as far as childcare, all right, tuition, because I prefer that our child gets maybe a better education other than maybe what the public system will provide. And so I'm looking for just a little help on her behalf. This is something we created.
Okay, ma'am, what he's asking for is not unreasonable. You're not willing to do that?
Your Honor, it is unreasonable.
How is it unreasonable?
He knows I'm disabled, for one.
What is your disability?
I hurt my leg,
Okay,
and so I'm not able to work as I would like to, and he knows that. He knows that.
You
So-
are aware, though, that in the state of Texas, you can be ordered to pay child support and the money comes directly out of your disability check.
I did not know that, Your Honor.
Yes, that's why you're here today, for me to inform you of that.
Well, I don't think that's right. Because if
Wait a minute, ma'am. But you think it's right for him to pay all of the expenses?
This is a crucial legal moment. The judge clearly explains that disability income can legally be used for child support in Texas, and that reality hits the mother hard. Notice how quickly the reaction shifts from, "I didn't know," to "that's not fair." But family court doesn't measure fairness between adults. It measures responsibility toward the child. If one parent carries the full burden alone, the law steps in to rebalance it. That principle becomes the backbone of everything that follows.
Stop messing
I
with him.
still go over to his house and we still mess around, and I just decided to cut it off because my leg has been killing me.
I mean, it don't make no sense you bringing that up here. in
Well, you
court.
trying to bring me to court? You
Excuse
should
me.
have thought about that.
You all will address me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You will not address each other.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You all's rendezvous, that has nothing to do with this court proceeding and why we're here, okay?
This is
we're here to talk about
retaliation.
money. Ma'am, that is a different court, okay?
Okay.
That's not, we're in support court. We're talking about child support here.
Okay.
And according to what has been presented to me so far, the child lives with Mr. Brooks, is that correct?
I would really say us, but he lives in his home, yes.
The child lives with Mr. Brooks, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Brooks, you are not receiving any type of child support, is that correct?
I'm receiving nothing from her at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Here's where things derail fast. Instead of answering financial questions, the mother pivots straight into personal relationship details and bedroom history. That's not confusion, it's deflection. The judge shuts it down immediately, reminding her this is support court, not relationship court and not therapy. Courts don't care who stopped seeing who or why intimacy ended. They care about where the child lives, eats, and goes to school. Anything else is irrelevant noise.
And what is Dallas Gentlemen's?
A strip club.
So you were working in the strip club, so you got injured on that pole.
On that pole, and he knows it. And he forced me to work there.
And you're collecting a disability check from falling off the stripper pole.
Off the stripper pole.
Okay, that's the first.
But that's why we don't have a
interesting.
relationship now.
But that's not what you said the other
Why?
day.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Your
Excuse
Honor.
me.
Sorry.
What do you mean by that's why you all don't have a relationship now?
Because she's spending all her time up there working on the pole for money, but this is money
he
that
wants-
she
But you
did
know
not-
what,
With our
sir?
kids.
And you may not necessarily agree with her choice
not
of
honest
work,
living.
but she is making some type of money. And ma'am, you are going to pay child support.
How much?
You're going to pay child support. How much were you working when you were on the pole?
How much I was getting?
Yes.
I mean, I was getting close to about a night or a year.
Based on the documents that you turned in with your 1099s, you were making about $65,000 a year.
What?
He knew.
These
Stop
documents are accurate, correct?
it. They're pretty much accurate.
Even whether he knew or not, you were making money and you're not supporting.
I am
Be
supporting,
shooting.
but I will say he does a lot. He does most of it because I am hurt and he knows that. So
This is where credibility completely collapses. The mother insists she makes nothing, but the paperwork shows she earned around $65,000 a year before her injury. The judge doesn't judge the job, she judges the honesty. Income is income, regardless of how it's earned. And when sworn testimony clashes with official documents, the documents always win. From this point forward, the judge isn't guessing or negotiating. She's doing math.
No, you really need to address me as I've asked you.
Sorry,
I've asked you
Your
that
Honor. I do apologize.
more than once.
I do apologize.
Don't apologize, just do it. Okay. Okay, ma'am, your testimony is conflicting with the documents that you provided to the court ahead of time. You testified that you have 3 children and 1 child between the two of you, but according to your paperwork, you have a 4th child.
What?
yes, Your Honor.
You didn't know she had another child?
Your Honor, I had no clue.
You were not going to tell this man that you have another child? Your child has another sibling. You don't believe that's important?
It's more than a sibling, but it's someone he knows. So I just don't think it's important for him to know.
I am not about to play these games with you. You save those games for your old job on the pole, okay? This is a serious matter. You need to be paying child support to this man, okay? Now, based on, you said you received disability, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you receive in disability a month?
Only $1,200.
This moment seals the outcome. When the judge discovers an undisclosed 4th child, patience disappears instantly. Failing to disclose children isn't a small oversight. It directly affects child support calculations and fairness. That's why the judge draws a hard line and takes full control of the courtroom. At this stage, the case stops being about misunderstanding and starts being about accountability. And accountability always comes with consequences attached.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on my calculations, at $1,200 a month, puts you about $14,000 or so a year. So, giving you credit for the other children you have, your child support obligation comes out to $163.20. Who covers medical insurance for this child?
Anthony is currently on Medicaid.
Medicaid. Okay. So, ma'am, considering you are the one that is going to be responsible for child support, you're also going to be responsible for the health insurance. That money has to be repaid back to Medicaid. It's a state agency. You have to pay it back. Therefore, based on what your gross and taking 9% of that, which is what you would be responsible for health insurance, it comes out to about $108. So your total monthly obligation is $271.20. That is to be paid on the 1st of each month, and it will be paid directly to him. Child support obligation and the Medicaid coverage. You understand, ma'am? Because you're looking very confused right now, and I'm confused as to why you haven't been giving him any money to support this child.
Because I've been giving him other things, Your Honor, and
What other type of things are you talking about that he gets from you?
Can you tell her what I give you, please?
I'm asking you.
Your Honor, I give him lap dances. I give him
Oh,
everything
okay.
you can
See,
think of.
that's too much. That's too much. I'm referring to anything that you give him for the child. Based on what you all do behind closed doors, your little secret rendezvous you have going on, that has nothing to do with in here. Financially, what else have you been giving him to take care of this child?
I give him about $20 every other week.
$20 every other week. Sir,
Ma'am. Your Honor.
about how much does it cost you a month in expenses for this child?
When you consider daycare as $115 a week, just to make sure she's getting a quality education, along with the expenses of clothes, food, entertainment, things like that. I would probably put another 100 or so on that.
There's no way he can live and take care of this child off of $20, ma'am. Your child requires more than $20. So, monthly obligation $271.20 to be paid to dad. Mr. Brooks, do you have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, once she's healed from, her injury, she'll be back to making more money.
Okay. Yeah.
And so is that something that can be considered or?
Oh, definitely. It can be considered. And ma'am, that's actually a very good question. If you go back to the poll, and you make another $65,000 and this man comes back for an increase in child support, I can't entertain that. Yes, don't look confused. I can entertain that. As you get an increase, your child also gets an increase. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, how am I supposed to be able to afford this?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you can pick up another job.
That's all I know how to do.
Is what? Hit the pole?
Hit the pole.
Well, you might want to find another pole job. Anything further?
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Okay. If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The final ruling is calm, structured, and unavoidable. Based on disability income and credits for other children, support is set at $271.20 per month, along with responsibility for medical coverage. The judge also makes one thing crystal clear. If income increases, child support increases too. This isn't punishment. It's proportional responsibility. A child can't survive on excuses, favors, or $20 handouts. And if this case shocked you like it shocked us, drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.
I'm here today to request that the court reduce my child support that I currently pay my ex-wife. Currently I pay $800 a month, but up until last year I worked for the city, and now I'm currently self-employed and I make considerably less money. So I was requesting that my child support be lowered to reflect that.
Before we go any further, where's Mrs. White?
I don't know.
You sent her notice that she was supposed to be here today, right?
Yes, she was served.
Okay. So, I guess she didn't understand how serious this was today. All right. So, you said that you used to work for the city.
Yes.
And now you're self-employed.
Yes, I am.
And
All right, guys, buckle up, because this case exposes one of the most common excuses courts hear and one of the least tolerated. A full-time mother walks in saying the father of her child is intentionally avoiding work just to dodge child support. What unfolds isn't just a money dispute, it's a direct clash between responsibility and excuses. As the judge starts asking simple questions, the gaps in accountability become impossible to ignore. By the time numbers hit the table, the real issue is clear. When it comes to a child, dreams don't cancel duty.
Money.
all right. So, based on what you provided to the court, you have some receipts
Yes, I do.
showing what you pay in what daycare expenses. I also see a 1099 here that you have from workers. You have what, 2 employees?
Yes.
Then I'm also seeing a tax return here. Based on this tax return, I have your earnings. It has gone down. It has gone down. I have you at about $3,700 now.
Yes, that's
For
about
gross.
right. I make about $47,000 a year.
All right, so you say you pay $200 a month in health insurance?
This is where the case takes its first serious turn. The judge isn't interested in whether he's capable of working. She wants to know what he's actually contributing. When the answer comes back as nothing, that silence becomes evidence. Quitting a job right after child support deductions isn't viewed as bad luck in family court. It's viewed as intentional avoidance. Judges see this pattern constantly, and once that red flag is raised, every explanation that follows is examined with skepticism.
For him, yes.
And this is for him only, full
Yes.
coverage for only him, not you and him.
Yeah, it's about, with both of us, it's about $450.
Okay, just want to make sure because you don't get any credit for yourself. It's only credit for health insurance for your son. You
Understood.
understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So based on that, I have your net and giving you credit for the $200 that you pay in health insurance for your son. Comes out to about $2,834.23, which would bring your new child support amount to $566.85.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
This moment visibly changes the temperature in the courtroom. Instead of presenting a concrete plan to support his child, the father leans on an unproven dream with no financial stability behind it. Family court doesn't punish ambition, but it absolutely rejects fantasy when a child's welfare is involved. Selling CDs for a few dollars a day isn't considered meaningful income under the law. At this point, the judge is weighing reality against excuses, and reality is clearly pulling
Mr.
ahead.
Wilson, I do appreciate you being here today and being timely. Thank you. I didn't want you to think that just because Mrs. White decided not to show up today for court, that the court could not move forward. Because in Texas courts, Once you are served, you're on notice with a hearing, you have to appear. And if you do not appear, the other side who's bringing the case does still have the opportunity to ask the court for some sort of relief. So you're here today asking for your child support to be
Here's where emotion disappears and logic takes over. The judge breaks the situation down into simple math: groceries, daily costs, and income. No legal jargon, no drama, just numbers that don't lie. When the math shows a child can't survive on what's being offered, the argument collapses on its own. Courts rely on math because it cuts through excuses instantly. Once the financial reality is exposed this clearly, there's nowhere left to hide behind explanations or intention.
Submitted evidence to support your stance. She had the opportunity to be here and contest whatever it was that you submitted in court, your 1099s, your tax return, even some of the receipts that you provided. But it was a missed opportunity for her because she decided not to come to court. So in the future, whenever you need to come back to court, maybe to change your order, life change or something like that, just make sure that you always send notice.
This is the moment accountability fully lands. Having multiple children doesn't reduce responsibility, it increases it. The judge makes it clear that being cordial or getting along doesn't replace financial support. Intent matters here, and the court sees a pattern of intentional avoidance. When a judge openly states you're wasting the court's time, patience is gone. From this point forward, the case shifts from discussion to enforcement, and the outcome becomes unavoidable.
To that other person, because you are able to still receive some sort of relief, although they fail to show up, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything further?
No.
Okay.
Thank
well,
you.
thank you. You're welcome. You're dismissed.
The judge ends this case with structure instead of sympathy. Child support is calculated at minimum wage, health insurance reimbursement is ordered, and excuses are officially removed from the equation. The ruling prioritizes the child first, exactly what family court exists to do. Dreams don't disappear, but responsibility comes before ambition. If this case shocked you like it did us, drop your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments where accountability finally takes center stage.